gonna make the profiles boom, 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 boom. What they is, I'm gonna tell you exactly what they is, and then I'm gonna tell you what they ain't. What they is real talk by a real one in real life, real profiling, real hood news. What it ain't is no added preservatives, no bullshit, no mierda, no chorro, no cagada, no nada, no none of that. We're not getting into that right now. I just stepped in it and I just wiped it off. Now trip out. It's time for some of that hood news 101. And I got to thinking about some concepts, and I got to thinking about something, man. And I said, you know what? Man, fuck it, Holmes. And Menudo style in direct fashion, just because the wind's blowing, we're going to put it out there. Net banging. You can tell by that thumbnail right there. Net banging. And how this net banging is facilitating a lot of tension on the calles. A lot of motherfucking dirt is happening on the streets. A lot of people are getting whacked. A lot of people are getting hit behind net banging. Now, Sasuke, we're going to get into it, right? Net bangers. Now, I myself know them more than anyone else. I've been net banged on for a year and a half. Okay? Prior to this year and a half of doing YouTube, I didn't even know what a net banger was. I didn't know you could bang with the keyboard, right? I didn't know what part of the game that was, but I quickly found out. And what it boils down to is haterism. Hate. People hate to see the next man get into that bag. They hate to see the next man coming up. You know, quite contrary to what you think, everybody is not out just to get a bag. Everybody is not out to facilitate a message, to push a positive message or a negative message or whatever the case may be. Some people just get on YouTube or just get on the internet, man, for self-fulfillment, for enjoyment, something to do, extracurricular activities. They like what they're seeing. They want to be entertained. Are you not entertained? Right? They want to be entertained. And that is that. But there's some people, their form of entertainment is negative. They do it in a negative fashion. They're safe. They're in the comforts of their own casa or fucking whatever basement they're in. They're chilling like a villain and they can get on that keyboard and wolf. Now, where I come from, the era I come from, there was none of that. If you talk, Sasuke, maybe once upon a time you were on the phone, Sasuke, hey, what's up, Holmes? Yeah, fuck you. What's it in that fashion? Orale, pull up. Orale, boom. And then you pulled up and in Menudo style, you guys got down, handled your business. Whatever happened after that, Sasuke, that's your business, allegedly. But nowadays it's different. Nowadays you have a vato in England. You know what I mean? Hey, I don't like the way your breath smells, puto, right? Sasuke, you've never even been in the same room to mama. I mean, it's not that great, but at the same time, it's not that bad either. You know, but you got to meet someone to know what's really going on. But these people take the initiative to push their agenda and just to fuck with your mentality. Now, what I've noticed is in the past, net banging was something that was being caught on, meaning it was catching fire. A lot of people caught on, and now it's rampant. Now it's everywhere. So I was getting people are trolling, they're net banging, they're doing what they feel they have to do to either ease their mind, to appease someone else, to make them look cool, to make them feel some type of way. So at the end of the day, babosos. That's the way I see it, right? Now, if you have an agenda and you're doing something and there's some reasoning behind it, only get yours, man. You know, respects for that. Respects for however you're getting it, man. Like I say, I'm not a positive or a negative channel. I'm a real channel. So if you're going to get it however you got to get it, get to that bag, man. Hopefully the bolsita is there for you. Saca la bolsita. At the end of the day, let me get my 30% right off the top. That's cool. But when you're fucking with someone just to get in their head, just because it gives you a laugh and you think you're a cool guy, well, guess what, man? There's repercussions for every action and it can get real very fast. Yes? Oh, yeah. For reals, not for fakes. And let me tell you a few instances when it has gotten real. There's been several individuals that started out on the net talking shit back and forth. And in the process, what happens is the other guy's feeling some type of way. The real one, though, usually the one that's getting net banged on, the one that didn't facilitate the conversation in the first place, the one that could care less what this vato has to say, but he ends up getting tired of it. He ends up saying, you know what, Sasuke, fuck you, and in that fashion. And what happens is he sees that vato on the streets. He sees him at a traffic stop. He sees him right there in front of fucking Kentucky Fried Chicken, ordering a 3-piece with a soda, and then he gives him a little bit of sucker sauce on the side, right? And he pulls up and he shows up and he shows out. Basically, he pulls up and he pops like Curry. Golden State Warrior hat today, right? So he pulls up and pops like Clay and he handles his business. Now, it's been getting real. These past few years, looking at the internet, I've seen several cases where people have, talked shit back and forth. Or people have went live showing their location. They trip out, man, I'm right here in the hood. It's all good. What it be like? not thinking that anybody's going to do anything. And the next thing you know, you see his brains on the lens. What happened, Holmes? I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. The same individuals that you were woofing on, or the same individuals that you were net banging on, decided to show up and show out. And it happens. It's happened time and time again. And it's starting to happen a lot more than in previous years, right? It's starting to become a phenomenon. It's starting to catch on. You're seeing a lot of people that are banging your whole shit out on IG Live. That's what it is. Now, I myself have a lot of people that net bang on me constantly. Hey, Gunner, look behind you. Hey, Gunner, we're going to get you. Hey, we got you where we want you. Well, now then you can eat me, right, Sasuke? Because I don't care. What I do is I just basically ignore them, or I give them a tiger, a 1-2 punch, and I keep it pushing. Okay? I have thick skin. I know enough to know that back in my days, this would have been a frivolous antic. This would have been cause for just a laugh, right? You ain't going to get no motherfucking real reaction out of me, because at the end of the day, I know for what it is. See, real gangsters move in silence. Real killers move like lasagna, Sasuke, and they're not fucking Heathcliff or Garfield. Real killers, real people that intend to pull up and really pop your ass, man, are not going to tell you what they're doing. Hey, Sasuke, I don't know, what time is it? It's about 3. Hey, I'll be over there to fucking kill you about 3. It depends on traffic. About 3:15. You ready? Oh, yeah, Simone, I'm ready, Holmes. Yeah, I'll hold, right? Definitely. Yeah, I'll hold. I'll be holding something when you get here. That's the way I see it. Okay. Another thing is, when you feel someone is in bad standings within a gang, okay, hey, that's understandable. I was out the one pushing that message out there in Merced for several years, man. When I was with the regiment, when I was out there pushing that hard line for all the homeboys, I was lacing up all the young norteños. Every DO must get it. Every motherfucker that's acting out a character who's considered basura can have it. Hey, ya sabes que I was handing out kits. Orale, there's a 9, there's a 38, there's a 380, allegedly. Orale, there's a Tech 9. It jams, pero, you know what I mean? You just got to do this, and then it'll be got. You know what I mean? I was making sure that everybody was knowing what time it was. But one thing I always told them, and a directive I always gave, mira, chingon, directive. A directive I always gave was never admonish these guys. Never even don't act like they even exist. Just pull up and bang and bounce out, right? Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you the particulars, but I used to make sure that the little homies knew enough not to fraternize with the enemiga, being the opposition being at this time the degenerates, or people that had fucked up within the group organization, people that had nothing coming. And you're not supposed to even, you're not even supposed to fucking act like they exist. Okay, you can't talk to them. That's just like when you went to Tracy prison. And I remember on the lower tier, they had all the J-Cats, all the fucking people that had dropped out, people that had fell off, people that were no longer in good standings. They used to be like, hey, they'd wolf all day. You'd walk to fucking wherever you had to go. If you had to go get a blood, fucking a shot for your blood or whatever. It was a fucking reception. So, of course, they were running tests and eyeglasses y todo. You were never to admonish them, meaning you were never to recognize their existence. Period. If they were there, you let it float in one ear, catch the wax and float the fuck on out the other. That's how it always was. Okay? So when I see these net bangers get on, hey, I'm from Sur, I'm from Norte, I'm from Bulldogs, right? And they're not representing their hood out of fucking some type of, just, hey, bro, this is where I'm from. I got love for my hood. It's all good, though. Respects. That's cool. But when they're getting on there like woofing on the next man, it's EBK every day, all day to the day I die. Orale, you're going to die. You know what I mean? Am I going to do it, Charlie? You know what I mean? I'm here to tell you, no, no way, Jose. But at the same time, you never know who's on there watching, who feels some type of way because you're putting their neighborhood out there and they feel disrespected by it because, Sasuke, you're not even supposed to be on Gunners Collective or Gunners Profiles anyways, and you're over here shouting your neighborhood out. So Vatos feels some type of way. One never knows, does one. And what happens is a long line of net banging. People start to net bang on each other. That is not why I started my channels. I started my channels to basically provide a platform for all gente, all raza to get along, kick back, relax, let the rhymes tax, maintain MCs while the doubly max, you got to chill. Orderly EPMD. This is why one of the main reasons I facilitated this channel, as well as Gunners Collective. You already know how I do it in that fashion. And that was so that people could have a place to come back and kick back and get to know each other. Of course, you listen to a war story or two, listen to some grain of knowledge that you can't get in college that you could pick up from someone who's really been on those yardas, someone who can facilitate messages to you. So that's a new word I learned today, facilitate. You like how I'm using it? Every other line? Bang, bang. You know how I do it. Word of the day. Anyways, at the end of the day, if you knew better, you do better. So I think it's a frivolous antic. I think you're showing fuckboy syndrome, man, when you start to woof on the net. Okay, it's an internet. The internet can't bite back. Or can it? One never knows, does one, right? I will say this. Over the years of looking and doing research and tripping out on what's been going on, there's a lot of people, man, that have been getting themselves caught up behind woofing on the internet, behind talking shit. See, I was always close. Keep your mouth fucking shut, your ears open, and your eyes wide open, right? Look at everything that's around you. So I was saying, listen to what's going on, man. Feel the fucking vibe, vato, and keep your mouth shut. You ain't got nothing to say. You shouldn't have anything to say. Everyone that needs to speak has already spoken on it. And bang, bang, beep, beep, boop, boop, boop. There it is there. You were just to handle your business, frontline status. But what I see is a lot of young kids and even older gentlemen, man. I'm not going to just put this on the youngsters because it ain't a youngster thing. A lot of people are feeling comfortable behind a keyboard. I call them keyboard classics, right? Not Reebok classics or Cortez classics like we used to wear, but keyboard classics. Vatos that go straight from Fortnite to woofing on the internet. I can't call it, but they're doing that. That definitely ain't a menudo style in a direct fashion. That is a frivolous fucking move, a frivolous movida by a frivolous character. I say character with the capital C. You feel me? Because everything's going to see all right. And I'm going to tell you why it's going to see all right. Because the more that these people ingrain themselves in net banging and disrespecting other barrios and other neighborhoods and putting theirs out there, well, Sasuke, they don't, you done fucked up, right, cuz? On Paru, you done fucked up, right? You done put your neighborhood out there. So now we boiled it down. Okay, this levels from this neighborhood. So he's disrespecting this neighborhood, but he's from this neighborhood. Okay, we know the immediate area. So now it's only a street. So Sasuke, I'm from this street. Hey, 8th Street was had. And I ain't talking about Hayward, right? Boom. Now we gonna pull up on 8th Street. Hey, motherfucker, Sasuke, I'll be on the corner of fucking Baboso Black. Orale. Well, we're gonna go down Charlie Way, hit fucking Know Your Ass, roll your boulevard, and fucking go right here down fucking Charlie Way. Boom, there you are, right? People are accessible. It's a very small world, and you'll come to find that out. But this internet net banging is a phenomenon. It's something that I sit back and I think about, and having gone through it for so long, I wonder why. I wonder why people feel the need to woof on the next man if you know you're never, ever, ever going to be in his presence, or you're never going to even try to be in his presence. I come from gang banging, homie. I come from a motherfucking area where nothing was scarier than a motherfucking rabbit getting bit up by a motherfucking pit bull terrier. I come from an era where motherfuckers will pop you, homes, and then go eat a top ramen. I come from an area where motherfuckers will pop you, get locked up while eating a top ramen. First thing they ask for when they get there in their care package is a top ramen. I come from the 90s, okay, where gangbanging was absolutely real because the boys in the hood were always hard. You go talking that trash, we'll pull your card. Knowing nothing in life, homeboy, to be legit. Don't quote me, boy, because we don't type shit. Dun, 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 dun. You feel me? That's just not the way it's been. Now, I'm not doing this spiel because something has directly affected me. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I just wanted to get this in and give you guys some Hood News 101 and just see that I've seen a case quite recently where two guys were going at it over the internet. What happened was one guy decided that if for no other reason, he should start this little program to troll an individual, to get all in his head. And he started to take it personal. He started to talk about his family. He started to talk about his addresses. He started to talk about one thing or another. And what happened? What happened was the vato felt some type of way, and he just bided his time. He acted like he was ignoring it and whatever. Who was in the right? Who was in the wrong? Well, we already know the one that was fucking out there putting everybody's business out in the streets and was definitely fucking with this guy for no other reason than just to do it because he got some type of thrill out of it. Well, guess what happened? This guy pulled up and blew his old lady's head off. Sasuke didn't get him, but got what was closest to him because he made the wrong movida by putting out there, Sasuke, I'll always love my hyena, she's my favorite girl. Bah, not anymore, right? You want to settle the score? C4 at her door. No bitch, no more, right? And that was that. It's very unfortunate, man, that you can get other people caught up behind your frivolous ways because of the things you're doing while sitting at a desk in a motherfucking basement eating a fucking Hostess cherry pie on the internet. Crumbs y todo all over the fucking place. Clean your house before you get cucarachas. Oh, dispensa, you already got them. Bang, bang. Where are your antennas when the raid is right there under the sink? One never knows, does one. Anyways, I just seen that and I was just like tripping. Of course it wasn't in Califas. Califas is more the pull up and pop state where we'll definitely fucking get on your ass. And I'm not saying any other state or disrespecting any other state because I already know in Chicago, man, they're broad, I call that broad daylight. They do things in broad daylight. They don't wait till the night. At night, they're kicking back in their little smoking yokan. During the days when they kill people. And that's just how it is, allegedly. But I will say this. I just believe that this era that it's happening in, not necessarily the era of the youngsters, but this era that we live in where these things are happening, I blame it on the fucking internet. I blame it on social media. Social media has made people comfortable. People now work from home. They do school from home. They facilitate a mamon at home while on the internet. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, and when you see someone out there getting to the bag, or you see someone out there spreading the good word, or giving a message, or doing what they do, man, why do you feel it necessary or the need to get all up in their DMs homes and slander their character or belittle them when you know damn well, and I mean damn well, the wind's blowing, you ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. You wouldn't bust a grape at motherfucking Napa Wine Factory, right? That's just what it is. Okay, now there are some individuals out there that do have ill intentions. They are willing to go that extra mile. They will pull up and pop. And for those guys, I say, Sasuke, respect. I feel that. But you don't need to say it. Remember, at no point in time, if you feel a certain way about someone, are you supposed to fucking let that be known? That's like pulling up to a party back in 93 and showing a gun. Hey, watch out, everyone, I got a gun. Well, we're going to shoot you, bro. Because now you done told us what you have, man. And you might use that. So guess what? We're going to use ours first. That's how it used to be. If you were the one in there all loud showing everyone you had a cuete, more than likely by the end of that night, you were going to be in the ambulance, and we were going to be like that, con your jaina. You know what I mean? Tortas, Arby's. Everyone wanted to go to Arby's that night, and everybody did. So let's get roast beef for everybody. Bang, bang. Anyways, with that being said, I just wanted to put this message out there. Net banging has become rampant nowadays. If you're a victim, of getting cyberbullied, if you're a victim of people just getting in your DMs, talking that high-powered shit, playing you too close, man, the best thing to do is dust yourself off and try again. Just keep it pushing, man. Because at the end of the day, these people have to look at themselves in the mirror, and they always have to wonder if they said the wrong thing that's going to make this man come looking for them. And oh, yes, it does get ugly sometimes. Oh, yeah, you better ask somebody. Anyways, with that being said, I just wanted to put a little hood news out there, man, and let everyone know that net banging, that's for babosos, man. That really is. Why do you have to shout out your neighborhood? You can shout out your neighborhood if you want. So let's get roll call, right? Orale, I'm from San Diego, Logan. Orale, I'm from Florencia. Orale, I'm from Fresno, Bulldog. Where you from? Merced, Derén, San Fran, Michon, San Jose Shark. You could say all of that, man. That's fine and dandy, and much respects to all them hoods, and much respects to all the vatos that set the foundation for them vatos. But at the same time, sometimes you don't got to put an SK or an NK or an EBK or none of that at the end of it, because all that did was all that pride and all that historia that you just shouted out with your vato homes just went down the wayside, bro, because you're showing some type of motherfucking mannerism that doesn't become what that fucking hood is. The respect of that hood has garnered for everything that they've done and all that they've, watch out, facilitated, right? Basically went by the wayside, man, because what you did was you disrespected your hood yourself by putting, oh, we're down with the SK, NK. Oh, yeah, well, maybe tomorrow you won't be. And then what, baboso? That's like vatos that get big old NKs and SKs and BKs and CKs on their face. So then 2 weeks later, there's a truce. Then what? You know what I mean? What are you going to do? I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. Rub a dub, scrub in the tub. Orale, guess what? I got an extra SOS pad. Handle it. Brillo. You know what I mean? Don't use it to smoke. Use it to stroke. Bang, bang. With that being said, I hope that you move fast with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. This was just a little educational video to give you guys a little education, man. Again, some of that knowledge that you never would have got in college. You know what I mean? The professor ain't going to tell you to stop net banging. In fact, he's going to tell you to, hey, just jump on the internet and log on, right? Well, fuck you. I'm about to log off, man. And in that fashion, anyways, go out there, move fast with a purpose for your familia. Only you could do it. If someone's in your DMs, man, they're trying to get at you or your old lady, Sasuke, the old setup never hurt nobody. Bang, bang. You didn't hear it here first, right? Anyways, I'm the gun, man. If you like this, please like and subscribe. If you don't, you can always hit that thumbs down. Heavy as the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for my people, for what I believe in, and I ain't going anywhere, Somes. Never, ever. That's the Hood News 101, man. This Gunner's Profiles. You already know how we get it in. Tony, I'm coming for you, boy. Definitely.